Welcome to My Mustang Garage. On this episode, we're going to be talking about the Instrument Cluster Illumination and lights. This is a continuation of the Instrument Cluster series. This is part 7. Enjoy. First, what you're going to need is an electrical diagram. Test the power. We're going to get a power supply. You can easily use a car battery. You're going to need an assortment of test leads. Now we're going to test out dash illumination. We need to be able to see these lights at night. So we get to the wiring diagram, and the power is going to be the blue wire, red stripe, and the ground is the case. Now when we come over to here, this is the case ground. Oh, that's the case ground. Now you're gonna find out that there's 7 lights in a 67 Mustang. There's one here, and you see it's blue with a red stripe. There's another one here with blue red stripe. Another one here, blue red stripe. That's 3. There's another one here that's a blue red stripe. That's 4. One right here, blue red stripe. That's 5. Blue red stripe, 6. And the last one right here, that's the case illumination, so you can see all your gauges. We're not going to test each individual one out, but what we're going to do is we're going to test it through the harness that supplies power to all of them. I'm not keeping this harness. I'm putting a brand new harness on there. I don't trust old wiring, and I'd rather have a new one on there. But we're going to test it through the original. Now from the power supply, I have this running to the pin that is blue with the red stripe, which is for the lights. And I have the ground to the ground. I have not turned the power supply on yet. I just secured my wiring to be powered up and grounded. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around, and I'll show you what it looks like when I turn the power on. I know it's a little dark in here, but we're testing out the lights. So I have made it a little darker in here so we can see the actual function of the lights. As you can see, I have the power side of my power supply hooked up. The ground is hooked up down there on the case. My power supply is over here. Before you connect anything to your harness, make sure you have your power supply set on 12.6, because when you turn this on, it gets power right away. So here we go. Everything's connected. We're going to turn it on. Takes a second for it to boot up. Boot it up. And look at that. We have power. We have lights. You can see the gauges now. You can boost this all the way up to 17 volts. Anything past 17 volts, you're asking to blow bulbs and stuff like that. So I'm going to turn this up. And as I turn it up, let's watch the gauges. See how they get brighter? That's at 17 volts. So we do know that the power is working to the lights. But I have a special surprise for this rebuild and restore of this cluster. I'm going to put LEDs. As you see right now, it's drawing 17 volts to make it that bright. I prefer it to be that bright, but my car is not going to make 17 volts all the time. But with LED, it draws like a very small voltage, but the lights stay bright. Now we can move on to the next test. Now we're going to test out the function of the turn signals left and turn signals right. On the 67 Mustang, they didn't put all the wires in this one harness here. They had a little auxiliary harness onto the side. It only has 2 wires in it. Ford wanted to keep the turn signals separate from each other, so there was no cross. So for the left turn signal, it is actually the green wire with the white stripe on the green wire with the white stripe that goes to this left turn signal bulb. What we need to do is connect the power to the green side of the terminal. Then the case ground is going to go to the case ground as earlier. We're going to flip this up. Now that we got the green wire with the white stripe hooked up to the power, and we got the ground onto the case, what we're going to do is going to turn on our power supply. I'm not trying to make it blink. I'm just making sure it gets power. When it's in the system together with the blink, with the turn signal, flasher relay, and everything else, it will blink then. We're just trying to get power to it and see if it illuminates. We'll turn it on, and there we go. We got a left turn signal. The right turn signal is a white wire with a blue stripe. We're going to leave the ground alone because the right and left share the common ground. And we're going to find it on here, and I'll be right back with you. And let me hook up the white wire with the blue stripe, which is the right turn signal. Okay, now the probe is connected to the white wire with the blue stripe. The ground is staying the same. Now let's see if we can illuminate our right turn signal. There we go. It gets power to the right turn signal. So far, so good. I actually have turn signals to use. Now we're going to test the high beam indicator light. It's the little light that shows right here when your high beams of your headlights are on. Let's see if that works. Now, you come back to the wiring diagram, and it shows that the high beam indicator is a green wire with a black stripe, which on this is right here. Green wire with the black stripe. Got my power hooked up to it. The ground is the same as before on the case. And we're going to look at that little area. Go ahead and turn the power on. It shows that the high beam indicator is working. So far, so good. Let's go to the next test. Now we're going to check the brake warning lamp. This is a safety feature. It's a dedicated circuit. It does not share ground with the case. It goes back to the main harness of the car. In case brake failure, brake leaks, it will show a warning light on the dash telling you there's something wrong with your hydraulic system, your brakes. Now, it uses a power wire which is violet, but sometimes it can be red. It depends on a model change, but in my case, it happens to be violet. It's almost a really dark purple. Now in that dedicated ground, it's red with yellow. And I can show you right here on a diagram of the brake lamp, and it shows where it goes into the pin, the color code, and down here is always a color code key master. It tells you what colors they are. And the red with the yellow stripe, which happens to be right next to it on the harness. And what we're going to do is find out if the brake light warning is working. Let's turn on the power. There we go.